So welcome to Grab a Wig and Create a Look. I've kind of changing platforms, so we'll see how it goes. I am generally used to doing this on Facebook, so we'll see how it goes. Gotta kind of get used to a new setup, so this is going to be fun. And I'm also hungover as hell, so this is going to be very fun. So Grab a Wig and Create a Look is a series I started on my Facebook. I've basically, during lockdown, I decided to create characters. So it might have been closet cosplay characters, original characters, or established characters that I've done in the past. So I thought I'd go back, as it was N7 day last week, that I'll go back and visit my Commander Shepard cosplay. I have obviously been cosplaying for a long time, but it's only now that I've really kind of started streaming things. And how I do things, but obviously I do have done most of this on Facebook, but I decided to switch it up and change platforms for a bit, so do excuse being hungover. Went out with the girls last night, a little hungover this morning. So you'll find I definitely use brands you can buy, straightforward brands, but let's get on with it. Always Prime. So excuse the camera setup, I'm not used to this setup yet. So Always Prime. Got my 80s music on. Let's get on. So Always Prime my face. Does help. And I'm going to have to really get rid of the red. So I'm going to have to green correct as well. Because unfortunately I suffer from having lovely red cheeks. So let's get that on. I've probably got even more red cheeks because of alcohol. Never mind. It was a very nice meal out. So, and I know Shepard is now generically a redhead. I created Shepard when obviously ME1 came out, and my Shepard always had black hair. So she will have black hair. But I also need to correct my bags first. Where is that gone? Oh, this room was a mess. So I use the old trick of just a little bit of red lipstick and just kind of cancel out my darkness. Darkness that is my soul. And then we can get on with like the brows. I generally will put them in face with just a brow gel. So we'll put them in place. And unfortunately I have very sparse eyebrow hair. My Shepard, because she has black hair, will want a black brow. And my Shepard also has a cutout brow on this eye when I do her. And I still haven't got the camera quite in the right position, but we'll get there. Bear with me. So first I need to map out my brows. Good old pencil. This is just from Technique, if anyone's interested. Yeah, we're going to do the cutout brow. I am currently playing through Citadel, the DLC, so it's kind of good to get back. I was so happy when the Legendary Edition came out. I just realised I'm still covered in glitter from last night. That was clever. Right. And because I'm not a savant, I do have to draw some very stupid lines on my face to get my eyebrows right, so just bear with me while I do this. I will remove these stupid lines once I've done it. I always find it easier if I do it this way. Partly as well, this eyebrow is a slightly different shape naturally, so it does make it a little bit easier. So let's get the brows in shape. Another swig of tea. You'll find out I drink a lot of tea. So bear with me. But I'm going to draw this brow in and then I'll take out where my cutout's going to be. So we will just do that. And I've got a mirror behind me, behind the big mirror. Just helps me even things out. Cotton butter, neaten everything up. Unfortunately, it does take time to get them right. And colour that in. It's obviously a cosplay, so they don't have to be uber, like, well, they'll get blended out a bit, but obviously there are different styles of doing brows nowadays. Mine are quite strong because I'm a character at the end of the day. I'm not like well, I have been out in this kind of makeup, but it's more of a character makeup. So we do that, and then I have a load of these just clear spoolies to blend the front out. I will powder them as well in a minute. I'll blend that out a bit, and then we'll go in with a black powder. This is just a really old, well, it's not uber old, it's just a black eyeshadow from Stargazer. It will do for what I need. Just helps set the pencil as well, and then like I say, I'll do the cut out on this one in a minute. Just more of a light brushing. I think I'll be cosplaying Shepard for a very long time. I just want to check the evenness in the mirror behind me, so just bear with me a sec. Doesn't look too bad. So in a little pot I've got some micellar water, so I'm just dipping a Q-tip in, cotton bud in, and just cleaning it up. After I blend that front again, because it needs another blend looking at that. So blend that in, and then we can clean it up. I will also carve my brows in a minute as well. The old carve my brow in method, so we can take that off. Neaten it up. So now I need to obviously carve that out, turn the damn thing round, and dip it in. So I've still got glue on me from last night. There. I'll just whiz it out. Then I'll put some foundation and concealer in there in a minute. I do like a cut out brow. I think a cut out brow suits me, personally. But there we go. Right, another crisp. Right. It's my go-to hangover cure. Crisps. Right. So what I use to carve out my brows and generally conceal is I have Dermacol. This is good for generally really full coverage. Tats, marks, anything like that is really good to cover on. This is in shade 211, if I remember correctly. I can't actually see the shade number anymore, but I think it's 211. And then I have an eyeshadow primer. So I'm just working out where the camera is. Eyeshadow primer from Technique. It's a matte eyeshadow primer. I just literally blob a bit on the back of my hand. And mix the two together because it just slackens the dermacol off. And adds a really good plan. So, mix them two on the back of my hand. And we just go back in and carve in. Carve that in. Whee! And then it will also help blend in this red that I put there to hide my bags. My bags, my dark circles from having about 5 hours sleep last night. Admittedly, I spent most of that on the sofa because I came downstairs because I wasn't feeling great. And the half didn't realise I was downstairs because our bathroom is downstairs. And I decided not to go back upstairs and lay on the sofa and fell asleep there. Self-inflicted, isn't it good? So yeah, so now you can see obviously that carved brow bit. I'll probably end up putting another bit of coat in there anyway. But I just literally do that. And there's a carved brow. Right, so beauty sponge, which I have wet. And I really give it a pat here because it really helps blend the front. This is just me doing it, front of the brow. And it just like naturals them off, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's cosplay at the end of the day, so they are going to be a bit stronger than what you probably would wear out. Right, I can see that one's not quite brought up to there, so I can just flick that back in. Just with what's on the brush. I'm going to do it that way. So then I'm going to set that and get another brush. I'm going to set it with my Rimmel pressed powder. It just helps all the eyeshadow that will blend. And this is the prep I do for every eye look I do. Not just Shepard, this is like my eyelid prep. Full stop. My eyelid prep. So, we will move on. So, my Shep has a brown eye with blue in it. Because I'm a Paragon. Always play Paragon. So, my first colour is at my Romance palette. And it's this one down here. Which is called Lust, I believe it is. So a little tidy up of a few bits out of the way. My desk will just get messy and messier. Right. So I just take the Lust and I'll pack it in like the Crease. Like so. Do it the same the other side. And then I'm gonna buff that out. And it's just to darken the crease really. So we do that. We do it that way as well. Get really good buff out. Now the problem I find generally is like this eye is not the quite same shape as this eye. I think I had an accident when I was a kid fell off a stool, smacked the side of my face. And I think it's changed the slight shape of the eye socket. That's what I think anyway. No. So that Lust is on there just as a transition shade. It's not really doing much job, really. And then the next 3 palettes I'm going to use are my Famous by Sue Moxley. Now, you can't really get these anymore. But the 3 palettes I'm going to work out of, oh, the 1 palette, well, 2 palettes, is the brown one, which is called Must Have. Don't drop that. You'll find on my clothes as well. And then I have this palette as well. I lost the top. It's called Never a Dull Moment, and that will always sit in that drawer. I have got another one of those. But the brown palette is Must Have. And I've realised I haven't got the other palette. But there's that one. I think I took the other palette out. Oh well. I would have to go and get that in a minute. I'll see if I can message the other half. Do it this way, then I don't have to leave. It's not downstairs. Oh, I feel like a rat klutz. Normally I'm so organised. Right, I'll be one moment. And I'm an idiot, and it's not in there. Where did it go? Oh, don't tell me it fell off the side. Oh no, it's here. My other palette by Sue Moxley, which has a lot of nice colours in. I've just caught that one a little bit, but they're fine. But they're really, for me, pigmented. I mean, I'll just swipe. I'm not going to use the purple, but swipe the purple on my hand, and you can see it's quite pigmented. So, but I'm just going to use the lighter colours out of that one, mainly. She says, and I'm very good at breaking them. So, we're going first with this next brown. And I'm just going to build up that outer corner. She's Commander Shepard, she's a Marine. She's not going to have like, well, technically she wouldn't have makeup on like this. But we can do what we want with our characters, can't we? So we're just going to blend that in again, taking it from the corner round. And I'm just making the socket look with more depth. It takes a couple usually of dobs of this brown to get it where I want it. Usually. I think my phone has just decided to go dark on me. There we go. So again, just build that up. And just build that round. And then we can just really just buff that outer edge out so it's really smoky. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with the darker brown. And really just pop that in that corner there. And again on the other side. And then I'm just going to buff buff that right in. Like I said, this one I find harder than this one. So what I'm going to do as well is in that blue palette that I showed you earlier, I'm going to take the darker blue and I'm just going to pop it in this because my shape's Paragon. So we're going to have Paragon blue on me. So I'm just going to put it into that dark, where that dark brown was. And then blend it. Again, blend that in. It just adds the like a bluey touch. Okay, so now I'm going to do the front of the eye. Now normally I like doing a cut crease. My shape does not have a cut crease, so I use these old-fashioned things to do this, but I'm going to use the white colour in this palette first. Still that palette with the dark brown. And I'm literally just going to flick it through and blend it in. Trust me, this is how it works for this. I do throw some of the rule books out a little bit. I do what works, and that's the beauty of makeup. You do what works. Oh, at the moment, I'm just lightening that up across the front of my eye. So, in again with that one. Then go in again. And then I'm going to put that palette to one side and try not to knock it flying. With this palette, I'm going to use this colour here, which is like a really light pink and maybe a touch of the darker pink. Again, just building that front up. How I want it. Now I'm kind of using the point of this thing into my crease so I can get like a cut crease look without actually doing a cut crease. Like a really soft cut crease blend. So we just do that. And then work that crease in. Don't worry about this, I'm going to buff this back in a minute. I always find with makeup it's just you spend time blending. That's the one thing I've learnt. So there that, and I'm going to use just a touch of that darker pink. Just push it through. Doesn't really do much, just adds a little depth. That's it. And then put that to one side and don't knock it. So we've still got to blend this in. So this is tiny, got a bit of brown on. Just the excess. And then I always like to, that's the long brush, blend going from my lighter shade to my darker shade. So you get a nice blend here. So you just get the blend going in. Now I'm probably going to just put a touch a more blue. Right in the corner. Right there. And my nose is running. Oh, such is life. So we're just going to blend it in. And blend that now. And that's the base look for my Shepard. Apart from, I'm going to take this really light blue out of that palette. If I just show you, it does sing quite well. I'm not going to get rid of that off my hand yet because I might use it. And this bit takes some concentration, but I have like a streak of this blue come around here. So bear with me while I just concentrate on that. And then I'll do that again. My earpiece is coming out. So this one's always hard for me to do, but again I'm just going to lightly blend that to soften it, but keep it there, and then I'll probably sharpen it up in a minute. Again, just blend it round my Paragon stripe. Bit of Paragon stripe there going on. Just gonna, the Paragon stripe always ends up slightly different every time. Always does. Kind of a Paragon stripe going on there. Right, I need to then tightline. I don't, as Shep, wear a lot of eyeliner. I have a slight bit on there because I need to elongate my eyes a little bit, but generally she doesn't. But I do like to tightline my waterline or my top lash line. So again, we're going with my Stargazer. And this brush is ever used for this. So I'm trying to get right into my lashes. So getting in there. This is kind of good for just, you just want a little bit of something there and not do all the faff with the eyeliner. I just need to get in there. So tightline that and do the other eye. You can see the difference there. If I look at the camera, you can see the difference. I think this one's still got a little bit of lash glue stuck on it from last night. That's got in there, and because my eyes tend to water a bit, it's my own spit. just going in and taking any excess off underneath so it doesn't end up in my eye. Right. So now I'm going to do the eyeliner. So my Shep has a little bit of eyeliner, not much. And the eyeliner, I use a combination. I like the brush in this Rimmel Glam Eyes, but I have my W7 as well. So generally what I do is shake that, do the brushing. So just take that one out. Sometimes you like the brush in one, the product of the other. So what I'm going to do is just go very close to where my lash line is first. This is because I will put some lashes on, not vaginal ones. I do own some vaginal ones. I do love my drag queen lashes, as I call them, but for Shep it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So we're just going close to the line first. And my nose. Bloody thing. Again, just do this one. Getting close to the lashes. Now to do my small wing. I'm so thirsty today. I take my angle brush and I just coat it in the eyeliner. I could use gel eyeliner. I've never really got on with gel eyeliner personally. So I just give that a coat. And literally it's like one of those whips kind of wing. So I just get it in place. Try not to stretch my skin. Literally a little tick. I am going to clear up underneath, don't panic. And same that side. So it's the tiniest wing. Like I say, all that is, so when I've finished, it just like lengthens my eye. That's all it does. And then we just have to join that up. Then we can get in with the other liner a bit better. There we go. Then I'll go back to my thin brush. Just to smooth it off a little bit more. Sorry, I can't really chat while I'm concentrating on drawing lines. So, and I say that's just to like lengthen my eye. Now this eye likes to twitch. I do struggle with this eye more in a minute. It is literally because this one twitches. I've just extended that a bit more because it had an extra. It's going to be one of those days where it goes wrong. I can tell that now. First live. And it goes wrong. Even though I've been doing lives on Facebook all the time. Right. Wait for that to dry. And we'll get that horrible spot off my face. And then I will wipe the excess off there. People put tape. I'll just wipe it. Oh, I see what's... It's got a little bit of eyeliner on my lash. So every time I blink I keep putting it down. Right, so just take the excess off. Right, that's what I need to do now, is cut that. So with what's on the back of my hand, hence why I never got rid of it. I'm just going to cut underneath like so. So I'm just going to cut that, find where I put my blender, and oh, it needs a bit more wow. I've got a spray bottle because I haven't got a sink in here. Just help me top it up. Time to pull funny faces. Right. And what I'm just going to do is take whatever's this bit and just cover any extra areas that need covering. Before I put my foundation on. Just going to put a bit basic on my cheeks because I've got still quite a bit of rosacea redness. A bit on my nose. It's literally the smallest layer. I'm not bothered about spots. Right, take that out for a few minutes while I put my foundation on and have a crisp. So, foundation I'm using is W7's Photo Shoot. I get on with this. It's a reasonable foundation. I don't have a lot of money. And the colour I'm using is Sand Beige for me. The only problem is it's a glass bottle, so I generally shake it to mix the product and bring it up to the top. So we just blob it on in places, and then I'll get me brush and spread it a bit more evenly, but I just like to kind of blob. And then blend. And sometimes I do a couple of light coats. So, get my, I like a stipple brush. Just works better with my skin. You have to do, I say, what works better with your skin, what technique. Because everyone's skin's different. You'll have bigger pores, or maybe more redness, or you just need a bit better, different coverage for the day. so we will do that. What I'm going to do is let that dry down a little bit. And then I'm just going to put a bit extra on my cheeks. I don't need it anywhere else, I don't need it on my forehead. Just a bit extra on my cheeks. Have a crisp while I wait. Can fan it, my fan broke. Everything on mine just broke. It was one of those, why me? Right. So, a bit more, not too much. Just putting a bit more. Across my cheek, and you can see it's that cheek that's definitely being red up. Right. And I don't like to bathe myself in product. You'll see people, influencers or people that do makeup, bathe themselves in product. I don't do that. So we probably have a bit of a disagreement with some people there, but it's not what I do. It doesn't sit right on my skin if I do it that way. So really, the key for me is to pound my skin. So I'm going to pound my skin and really get a good binding. As the drag queens say, beat your face. And yeah, a lot of it is beating your face. Crispy. To get the best look, because at the end of the day you're putting a product on your skin. If you want the best coverage look possible, you need like the smoothest application. In your face. Right. Time to like slightly contour and do another crisp. So I've already mixed my contour. So I buy, this is the lighter shade I use, but I buy Techniques Matte Minerals. I think the darker one is Butterscotch, and what I do is I mix it in with some of my normal foundation to get the contour colour I want, and I always have a different brush for it. So for me, being someone slightly older, I contour up here rather than down here. If I do down here, it makes me look older. So good sweep about there. And I get my stipple brush that I just used this for, so they don't get mixed up. And we beat that in. Give it. I'm going to reblend it all with the blender in a bit, so don't panic. This is just to give it kind of a good spread about. So for me, it's up here on my cheekbone. So again, blend it all in. So up nice and high. Okay, that did, trust me. And of course it's called Grab a Wig and Create a Look, so we have to do our wig line as well. So in that goes. Blending it in. And then I've got my chin line blend that in. And take it right into the ear and on the ear. Got hair on my face, get off. That's that done. And then we have my nose. Now I don't blend my nose with the brush, I do it with the sponge at the end. So for now we're just going to put the stripes. The little stripes. Get rid of that. Right. So now we've got to put the light one on. Ta-da! The light one is in the shade Cafe Au Lait. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think. If not, apologies. Right. I'll just use my normal concealer brush for this. So, give yourself an instant facelift. We do the snatch. The snatch tick, as I like to call it. Squeaky elbow. So we've got the snatch tick on. And then I always like to style it out a little bit so you don't get too much there. Not too much. Obviously the additional top of the lip. I'll get blended in a minute. My bottom jaw. Just very lightly, a tick. I don't want to go too heavy, because then it just sits on my skin. So there's a tick. Chinny chin chin. Down the nose. That one. Ta-da! And then top of the forehead. Now the problem with this one, you've got to be careful, especially when you're doing highlighter especially. Don't want too much here when you do highlighter, because then you look like a sweaty mess. Sponge. Make sure it's nice and damp. And then we get to work. And then we have to blend our nose again. Oh. So, really blend that out. In the eye area, I'm putting an eyeliner face to stretch my skin, so don't get any build up and creasing, hopefully. And then the nose, I kind of just roll it over. Kind of a rolling action technique. Give myself a go all over beating again. Right. It's all over beating. And now I can take all the crap off the back of my hand. And the reason I also wear a shirt, my lovely Hawaiian type shirt, I even do it when I do normal makeup, it's so I can't, because some of the costumes you have to be in before you do makeup, because as soon as you put it over your head you're going to rub it straight off your face, or get it on your costume if it's white. or black, as is the case maybe. And I always find, like, if I just put this on, it just stops me getting it everywhere. So yeah, you will see me wear the interesting pink Hawaiian shirt. Shall we see? Right, so just got a normal makeup remover wipe. Don't highly recommend these to take makeup off, but they're fine for rubbing off corrections or clean your hands up. Right, powder. I don't heavily set with powder, but it still needs a little bit, so I use the Technique Soft Focus in Transparent. Lip shake. Shake, shake, shake. And then I get nice. And just literally lightly dust. I just want it there to absorb any excess. I don't want it to like dry my skin out. I have like seriously moisturised my face before I came on. And as you can see, I'm not using a lot. There's hardly any on my brush. I'm literally just tapping it off into the lid. But believe me, it is there. And that is literally all I do. Not too much. I say it will just sit in my pores. And look, shocking. Ooh, it was easy cut then. I wish I could actually have my music on loud while I'm on live, because it would be so much fun. But no platform allows you to do it without getting arsey. Right. So I do my under eye, and I just basically use the little bit of colours I've used in my eye to bring it down. So first I want the light colours and then layer them up. So this is the light pink, and I've got gunk in my eye, I've just noticed. That's a clean Q-tip. Just noticed there's a load of gunk in my tear duct. Just do that. I'll blend it all in. Trust me, trust the process. Right. We want the medium and dark one. And I just lightly put the light brown there. Again. What's good? Everything's good. Everything's hunky-dory today, apart from hungover. So we just soldier on. Oh, to be a biotic and actually blend this. It's fine, I don't care. I'm here to do chat and talk about games or anime while I become a character. So that's the idea of grab a wig and create a look. No, I'm not really a makeup artist. I do this completely in my spare time. So I'm more of a cosplayer. And I literally did this grab a wig, create a look thing on my Facebook page originally to get me through lockdown here in the UK. So it was more of a creative outlet. So that's the only thing I do. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I just do this for fun. In real life, I'm an administrator for a company, so no, this is not my full-time job. It's always handy to know someone who can do it. Definitely. Yeah, being a cosplayer does. You have to be a better jack of all trades. You have to learn how to do your makeup, make things. But yeah, I'd love for someone to do my makeup and then I can just sit there like, and just let them do it. But no, I'm going to have to put my contour powders on, my bronzing powders. But yeah, fair dues. She can get somebody else to do it for her. Yeah, I can understand that. But obviously, without the makeup, sometimes actors struggle to take on the role. It's like cosplayers. We can't really cosplay the person unless we do the makeup and the costume, so they kind of go hand in hand. Talents in different ways, hand in hand. But I'm trying to draw lines here on my face. But yeah, there is. I think with actors and actresses, it's the whole team that makes it. I do feel so like obviously the makeup artists, the stunts guys, and all that are in the background, but without them, you wouldn't have the really good movies or theatres or stuff like that happen. It's true. Like I said, without makeup, you can't be what you're trying to act. So it does go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. Though I must admit, some of the makeup artists, especially if they're like special effects makeup artists, don't really do special effects. Like doing bullet wounds and stuff like that. Yeah, there is an art to it. I mean, I remember watching the TV show many moons ago in America called Face Off, where it was all about the movie industry and makeup and creating characters and wounds and stuff like that. But yeah, hats off to it, and they have to sculpt things, and oh yeah, that was a really good program. Did enjoy that. Did enjoy that. So I'm just contouring my nose a little bit. Trying to hide my bump. Slight bump on my nose. Yeah, totally. Like I say, I probably had to sculpt all the bits for it as well. Oh, I'll put the music back in now. I've done that bit. I have thought about doing more of the special effects side, but I haven't really got the time. I'm just going to go in with my Goldie highlighter. Because I'd like to like do Wounded Shep, because obviously Marine, Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, you know. Yeah, I don't know why I've done full makeup like this for a freaking Marine, but my Shep, my rules. But yeah, I have thought about doing just a highlighter for anyone who watches this back. But the problem is it's so expensive to do the special effect work. I don't really have the money to do that, so it sucks. But maybe I'll be able to move into it at some point. Oh, is it under the brow? I'm surprised I'm still standing at the moment. Now I'm just highlighting my brow to pick it up off my face, as they say. In my inner corner of my eye. But yeah, no, totally agree. Everyone plays a role for the actor to do their job. Anyway, down the nose. Down the nose. Right, mascara. My favourite one at the moment. Sky High by Maybelline. And I can put my lash on. I mean, for me, the favourite part of like makeup and being a cosplayer is literally change myself into somebody else. I can be whoever I want to be for a day or however long I wait for. That's the reason I like makeup. I'm just brushing some black mascara through my brows at the front. I mean, there is a con going on not far from me at the moment today. I'm not attending because I didn't have tickets, but yes, so cool seeing so many people out there. I'm just setting my face with hairspray because I'm a cheap ass. Right, and the scissors are on. Put my lashes on. The only reason I put lashes on is so they show up in photos and they're only small lashes. And they're all pre-cut, so it's fine. And my glue is... oh. So to be honest, eye glue is very good for sticking some prosthetics on, depending on what we want. Jewels, gems. Especially if kids want gory things. Because eye glue is non-toxic and stuff. Though I do remember many years ago, some other, I can't remember where it was, which country, made their kid an elf, and instead of spirit gumming the ears on, or by the hook-on ones, which you can get now, she super glued the poor ears to the kids. That's called not doing your research, love. Poor kid when they tried to take them off. So yeah, I do recommend eyelash glue if you want a quick thing to glue if you haven't got spirit gum. Please don't actually super glue it like that woman did. Right. So for me, because my body is weird, I have to put a dab of eyelash glue there. Otherwise the colour don't stick to my face. As I found out many a time, and it's annoys the hell out of me. Let me just stick that there. You drop that in there. Yeah, I can't remember who done that. Oh, I let the glues go tacky. Yeah, poor kid. Why would you super glue elf ears to somebody? I don't know. But they did. It was very stupid. Very, very, very stupid. Right. My lashes didn't want to play ball last night when I was going out. Let's pray they play ball today. You watch, they won't. Never do when I go live. On any platform. Right. Oop, missed. So I'm just trying to get right into my lash line so it blends in. Always clamp it. I think that's just being awkward and not gluing that. Why are you not gluing? There we go. So only put light lashes on, just so my Shep has eyelashes. Oh, she has no eyelashes. Right. With that, they won better than they did last night. They have it look straight. The only problem is this one's always slightly shaped differently. Right, let that go before I faff with it anymore. Right. Wig time. Not going to use my mop of a head. Right, I'm going to put it up this way. Let's do it the cheats way. If I was wearing this for a long time, I wouldn't do my hair like this. To put it up. I'm just going to grip it on top of my head. You can see. And then I'll put my lipstick on last. I always put lipstick on last. Once I put a wig on. Because then I don't get lipstick in my wig. So. Do this. I'll do. Get my wig. There's nowhere my mop of the hair will style like this. I'll just get my comb. And I love these brushes for brushing wigs. Because they don't snag. Right, there we go. Change. This is where we change who we are. Well, this is where I generally change who I am. This is when I put my wig on. And then just start gripping it down so it don't move. Wish my hair was like this in real life. Not a mop. Ooh, she's just trying to pin into her head. Right. So my Shep has a strand at the front on this side. Pull that out. And then in keeping with the game kind of look, we tuck it behind my ear. Like so. And it's quite handy I've got black hair, so it doesn't matter if you see my odd little bit there. It's not in the right place. There we go. And this one's straight back behind her ear. Take that out while I do this. Pull that round. Million pins in my head, which is always fun when you go to take it off at the end of the day and you forget you've actually got shitloads in your head. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. I need to take my top off now. I have got a thing underneath. Do not panic, man. Do not panic. So I've got my N7 tags on as well. And I have all the crap behind me for this character. Sure. We need to do the lipstick. But the lipstick that I do is just so in photos I have lips. Otherwise it looks like I've got no lips. So it's always one of these pins that will annoy me to the end of the day. Always. Right. So this is not the pin I want. Is it that one? No, it was that one because that one's broke. This is Collection 2000, if anyone's interested. Who watches back? And I don't know why people don't do V Cupid bow anymore. My other half said I should stream dressed as Commander Shepard playing for Mass Effect. For the irony. Except I don't have streaming things, so. Well, let's put it this way, I wouldn't stream in fucking armour. So obviously this character wears armour too, and I ain't freaking doing that version. I'll stream in live. There you go. Lip liner, not playing ball, but I'll straighten that up in a minute. It's a bit bust, but it's the colour I want. Unfortunately. Just correcting where I've gone wrong. Right. And my lippy is Rimmel in shade Galaxy. Ironically, it is ironic because I do live in the galaxy. What this character does. There we go. We're about there. Quite a simple look, really. Quite a simple look. Apart from that eyelash there, just peel me off. The eyelash. It's not sitting how I want it to sit. But yeah, that's basically my Shepard done. Quite a simple cosplay, really. This one's great because it's casual. And if it's a hot con, you can fucking like not get overheated. There's a pin somewhere and I can feel it digging in me. In my head, I'm not quite sure which one it is. There we go. I know you can see that pin, I'll sort it out in a minute. There we go. That'll do. So, this is my Shepard done. Quite a simple makeup. I thought it'd be a nice introduction to my stream or potential future stream and me and kind of what Grab a Wig's about. you know, grab a wig, do a makeup look, create a character, jump on board and have a natter about random shit if you want. I'm quite up for talking about random crap. That does not bother me one bit. Apart from when a pin falls out of my head. There we go. My Facebook page is linked in my bio. So obviously if you want to check out some of the work I've done, just hop over onto there. I did link my TikTok, as I do some lip syncs over there in cosplay for laughs. So I have put that in the bio link as well. I don't know if Twitch actually likes it. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a different matter entirely. I will in future as well as download these and put them up on I might create a YouTube page as well, because I know of my looks and my lives. I just want to just have fun with it and for people to come online and chat with me, have a laugh, talk about, I don't know, makeup, anime, games, anything. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd at the end of the day. So this stream will be full of different looks, different characters. I might even put some gameplay on there when I get around to actually playing games again. Or maybe when I can get a streaming setup done properly. But yeah, this is just basically what I wanted this to be, an introduction of what I do. And what kind of kept me sane through the pandemic lockdowns that we've had. Because, yeah, it did suck. We weren't allowed out, really. So I had to do something. And I created this series over on my Facebook page. And now I just want to take it a bit further and run with it. So hence why I'm over here on Twitch. But yeah, this is me done. She says stuffing her face full of crisps. I'll probably pop over onto my TikTok shortly and do a live chat on there. There's a couple of people that I know who which I'd like to chat to. I don't know if they're on Twitch, but I know they're over there. So yeah, I will hopefully see you all guys soon. I'm hoping to do a weekly broadcast of the cosplay looks. So I hopefully will go live next week about the same time, about 1:30. These broadcasts are going to last between, well, this one was quite quick because I've done this enough times, between an hour and a half plus, depending on the makeup and the looks I'm doing. So if I'm doing body paint, it's going to take longer. But we'll run with it from there and we'll see how it goes. But it's always lovely just having a chat with people, whoever you are, whatever walks of life. The only rule in my social media chat live feeds is don't be a dick, because I don't accept that from anyone. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely day today. It's absolutely miserable weather here in the UK, but obviously I do wish everyone a happy Sunday, and I hope to all see you all next week, and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you all soon. Hopefully next week I will be with a classic 80s, I think it was 80s character from a Tim Curry film, but it's not a Tim Curry character. That I'll leave with that. And it was directed by Ridley Scott. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, I'll see you all soon. So this is Commander Shepard signing off.